Hey y'all, hopefully somebody comes in here. I'm trying to tell y'all about this Macy's sale in case y'all did not see my short before the end of the day, y'all. Y'all got to come in here, especially everybody from my last live. When I was telling y'all about that sale, it's an even better sale. Y'all come on in, come on in. Anybody on the replay, y'all make sure y'all catch. Oh, make sure y'all catch my short over on It's Gamma's World. That's where the short is. Hi, Hayden. How you doing, Hayden? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for coming in. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Hey, Angel Mom. Hey, Angel Mom. Hey, let me listen. Y'all, I'm laying in this bed so hard. I was like, I'm not about to come in on no camera. Thank you, Lucinda, for that float heart. I was like, and at 100. I was like, everybody else get a chance to do this. I'm doing this. I said, I just came on. I kind of, well, I do want to talk about weight a little bit. If we could get into that, because this is the channel over here about the weight, Y'all know I'm serious about that thing. Okay, first I want to tell y'all about the sale that I told y'all about. Yes, was it yesterday? I think yesterday. Then I wanted to tell y'all that I think, oh my God, I think I might be revealing my weight on the 23rd, because y'all know the 22nd to the 22nd make my 60 day. So February 22nd is going to make my 60-day straight, consecutive, consistent, healthy eating. So I think I want to unleash it, y'all. I keep telling y'all that I want to be shamed for a while. I want to be shame about it. I think I'm still like in the shame zone, and I want to be in the shame zone. Well, I'm gonna be in the shame zone for about 100 pounds. But I'm just saying, like the extreme shame game. I mean, the extreme shame zone. I think I need to be in it for like another 10 pounds. But don't do me. Just keep saying, You got to tell us the good and bad, good and bad. I'm like, oh my God, this is not bad. It's awful. It's ridiculous. But I was like, well, all the other weight loss channels, they don't be caring. They be like, I'm 420 pounds. I'm 385. I'd be like, God, y'all so bold. I wish I could be like that. They be saying those numbers like nothing. You know, they make up their mind of what they go do, and they just say it is what it is, and they just reveal it, and then they go down from there. I'm like, man, I don't have that kind of courage. I don't have that kind of courage. Let me see. Hey, Black Coffee. Okay, hey Bryson. Okay, so let me tell you about this sale. Then we're gonna talk the weight, y'all. Cause I think I am going to be revealing it. Cause I think the 23rd is on Tuesday, y'all. But when I tell y'all the weight, y'all can't be saying hungry, hungry hippo in the chat. Y'all can't be saying like y'all really can, because I really deserve all of those things. I think that if I allow myself to get that way, I think that I deserve all those things. And I don't feel bad about it, because I be thinking all the stuff myself. So it wouldn't hurt me. It wouldn't hurt me. I'd be like, I agree. That's what I was saying. That's about what I would be saying about it. But let me tell y'all first, if y'all heard Justice on her live last week, she was talking about some sheets called Fairfield sheets. And I was listening, and as I was listening to her replay, I got on there and I ordered some right away, because she was like acting like I'm gonna be sleeping on the doggone cloud or something. And I'm like, I love me a good sheet or whatever. So let me see what she's talking about. And they are 1,400 count sheets. And I love a sheet that's over 1,000 count. So they are sheets that's regularly priced $210. Now, when she told us about it and I went over to the site, they were on sale for $84. And I'm thinking, wait, was it $84? Yeah, $84. I'm thinking, wait a minute, that's less than half. It was 60% off. I jumped on it, got the sheets right. Wake up today, I don't even know what made me go back over there. I don't know, because the next day I ordered them and I was like, oh, I'm glad I got them. It was a one-day sale. I got their 60% off. Why in the world did I go back over there today? And I wasn't ordering nothing. I just wanted to see. I don't know what I wanted to see. I typed in those same sheets. Do you know they on sale for $59.99, y'all? So if y'all want some 1,400 count sheets from Macy's called Fairfield, go to the site. They are $59.99 today, y'all. 70% off. What I do? Get on the phone with Macy's today and was like, y'all got a 10-day price adjustment. I just paid $84 for them sheets day before yesterday. Let you go, Lucinda. I said I just paid $84, and I see that those sheets are sale today, 2 days later, for $59.99. They gave me my price adjustment. I was like, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I wish y'all would think y'all gonna play in my face like that. And less than 48 hours later. So the sheets are regular. I did a short on my page, so y'all on it's Gamma's World, so y'all can see. I did a short showing y'all exactly which ones it is if y'all want to order them. But y'all, the sheets are, I don't know how they feel. Justice said they feel like a cloud. I'm taking Justice's word for it. And I ordered them, and they are 70% off from $210 to $59.99, y'all. So y'all go over there. You think it's too much money, Bryson? Well, how much you gonna pay for the sheets? And they're the same price whether you got a king, queen, or California king. Like whichever one you got, they not because usually sheets are a little bit more sometimes. If you got a king or California king, I got a queen, so I'll never have to worry about that. But they are on sale for 59 regardless of the size. Okay, so y'all, whoever's left in here, let's talk about the weight, y'all. So I think Tuesday. Oh, you think $50? Well, $50, they $59, only $9 more. But Tuesday will be the day, y'all. When I tell y'all, if there's anybody in here that want to talk about weight, I'm about to talk about weight. That's what this page is for. This page is for where I highlight my weight loss journey, and it's been a journey. This page is at least a year old. It's at least a year old, and I made the page because I thought I was about to get my big ass up, and I did get my big ass up for a couple weeks. Then I lay dormant. When y'all didn't see no content on here, that means I was not getting my big ass up because this page has truly been a reflection of my weight loss journey. Then I got up again. I started doing what I was supposed to do. I started posting. What did I lose? I think I lost, dang, maybe like 10 pounds or something. And then what I do? Sat my big ass down again. So I got my big ass back up December 22nd, and I've been up since then, y'all. I've been up since then, and now it's going to be February 22nd in a minute, and that's going to be 60 days. Not just 60 days, but 60 days strong, 60 days consistent, 60 days doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. I did have two I'm not gonna call. I don't even know if I had to. I don't even think it was a bad thing because I've been doing so good. I don't even want to like do that to myself. I did go to Culver's. I had to go get the kids food one night, and I did get me a fish meal. And that fish meal, I love their cod there. I got the cod. I got the fries that came with it, and knowing good well I could have said because it was a meal. They was like, "What kind of soda you want?" And I was like, "God, I always get the concrete instead, right?" You weigh that much? Oh, you got to get your big ass up with like I do. Let me see what Angel Mom said. Angel Mom said, okay, I checked out the short. Now, what basically what I'm saying, Angel Mom, with Justice got us on this. Now, if she got us getting these sheets, I guess the worst thing we can do is take it back. But Justice said we're going to sleep on a cloud, Angel Mom. She said we about to be on a cloud. Let me know what color you get. I got green and gray. Because I just bought some white ones that I didn't even open up a while ago. That was probably like 6 months ago. So I didn't want to get another pair of the white ones. But, what was I telling y'all? So I always used to get the big bag at Jason. Oh, don't call him big bag. Um, I always used to get the concrete instead of the drink because I don't really drink soda or like juice a lot. So I used to always say, give me the concrete because I will tear some ice cream up, right? So Angel Mom said, okay, okay, okay. And so I got the concrete. Y'all know that's like ice cream with Heath Bar in there. So I was like, and I got a little one. Okay, wasn't as bad as it normally is. I normally get like a medium or large back in the day. But this time I said, give me the smallest one, that comes with it. And so they gave me that. And they come with, I had to pay an upcharge, I think. It don't be that much, but a couple cent more. And so they gave it to me. I got home. I was feeling so convicted. And I didn't want to feel convicted because I hadn't been um to Culver since probably like, I don't know, probably like the beginning of December or something. So I haven't been there, but I was like, man, I just feel like I didn't have to get this. I was just feeling like I didn't have to get it, but I got it. I ate it. I felt just like I don't have to do that again. I wasn't feeling like, oh, that was good. I wasn't feeling like that. It was good, but I wasn't feeling like, oh, I can do that again. I was feeling like it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it. So then, probably like 2 weeks. Oh, that was like Oh, that was Valentine's Day actually, because it was after I left the D'Angelo tribute. So it was Valentine's Day. So then after that, every year I take my grandkids out to eat. We go for a birthday dinner. So they wanted to go to a place called Hoo Ha, which is a Mongolian style restaurant where they, make the stir fry on the grill and, hand it to you, whatever. So we went there and I'm like, what you gonna do when you get there? Because it's usually uh like I get the it's mostly veggies, but I get a lot of pasta to go in there, y'all. I do get a lot of pasta. It be a lot of vegetables, and then it's a lot of sauces. So I was like, now how are you gonna handle this? I was like, okay, I reached in and probably got less than half of the amount of pasta that I would normally get. So when I got over there to the vegetables, they had the spiral zucchini. So I put the spiral zucchini on the in there with the pasta, and I did my vegetables like I usually do. Now I usually do a lot of ladles of the different sauces. They have probably like 30 different sauces you can get. So I didn't start going crazy with the sauces. I picked like 4 or 5. I usually get like a whole bowl for like the bowl be seeping over with the sauces because I love saucy stuff. So I just got probably about a fourth cup full of like the different sauces that I like and went up there, ate like a human, y'all. I went up there, ate like a human. Let me see. I kind of said, I don't know how much I weigh, but I've lost 4.5 inches. Okay, kind of that's good. My height is 5'3". 5'3". So I ate that and I was good. So I was just telling y'all to tell y'all since December 22nd, I've only went to 2 restaurants. And it was the Culver's and to Hoo Ha. And I feel like that's pretty good. I didn't go overboard. It was just like a regular day of going to a restaurant. But I feel like I've been meal prepping so much of my food, all the rest of my food, is I don't want to be going to restaurants like that. Especially at a fast food restaurant. Like if you go to a sit down restaurant, they will have some extra things for you to pick from. They'll have the broccoli or the Brussels sprouts or, all the side vegetables and the side salads. Even though Culver's got a salad too. But I just wanted to get what I normally get from there. So, I'm so proud of myself. I just been meal prepping, meal prepping, meal prepping. I would keep telling people if y'all are wondering, if y'all have any issues with weight and you try to lose weight, or if you try to maintain your weight, or if you try to lose a couple pounds, or I don't care if it's 100 pounds like me. The thing is that check if you were struggling with how you should do it, because a lot of people, if you haven't had, like I had a weight problem going back and forth all my life, and a lot of people who don't have weight problems, they don't really know how to go about it. They think, I'm just gonna stop eating so much, I'm gonna just stop eating altogether, I'm just gonna have a boiled egg today, I'm just gonna have this today, things like that. And I used to think that too, but Chat GPT has taught me when I tell you I took a full course with ChatGPT in nutrition, where that mindset of thinking, okay, just if you want to lose weight, stop eating. Just stop eating. It's so far different from just stop eating, y'all. It is like literally once ChatGPT, I was telling y'all, I think I was telling y'all this Friday, with the way I was like thinking I could just like cut my calories down to less than 1,000 a day. I was like, I'm just gonna do that because that's worked for me in the past. I'm just gonna do that. That's a lot of burgers. Let me see. Rex said, is that AI is bad for you? Okay. And so I just used to think like if you want to lose weight, just cut the calories down to 1,000. And it has worked, but not with a long term and longevity and how I can sustain that, right? So ChatGPT just kept telling me, stop. You're going too low in your calories. Your protein is good. This is good, but you're too low in your calories. I'm looking like, what are they talking about? I know good and well they sound crazy. The less you eat, the more you go lose. I don't care what they say. So for probably like over a month, I was just like, I'm just ignoring that part of them. I'm gonna let them tell me what protein I need, how many fats I need, how many carbs and fiber I need, and then they can be quiet talking to me about that calorie situation. But then they kept saying, your calories are so low. And so for 1 week I stayed the same. I think 1 week since December I gained a pound, and then 1 week I stayed the same, but all the other weeks I've been losing. So I was like, let me listen to them. And when I listened to them starting this Monday, because I weigh in every Monday, when I listened to them starting Sunday, when I made the meal prep for the week, I started Monday eating more at the weight or not the weight, the calorie deficit that they wanted me to eat at. They said I should be at least 400, 1,400 calories. So I said, let me just listen. If I gain weight, I'm going to be pissed. But I'm just going to listen to see what they say. They said the 1,400 calories. So I've been trying to meet that 1,400 calories every day. So I got curious. I'm like, let me see if I'm doing damage. Let me go ahead and weigh myself Thursday. Hold on one second, guys. I said, let me weigh myself on Thursday just to see if I'm going in the right direction. Because then I'll be mad if I'm not, because I don't want to waste the rest of the week if I'm not, right? So I got on the scale, y'all, and I lost 3 pounds. 3 pounds from the Monday weigh in to Thursday morning. So really it was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday because Thursday hadn't even started. So I was like, okay, sometimes AI can freak me out a little bit. I'm like, they can't know everything. They can't know real life experiences. So I try to doubt it. But the fact that they knew exactly what I needed and was telling me what I needed. Now AI can't get in my body and make me lose weight. So whatever the thing is, they didn't have the possibility to do that, and that's exactly what I did. I kept up with my macros. I got to do a live on macros because the fact that I was 55 before I even started knowing what a doggone macro was. I never stopped to look at the definition. I never had the word in my vocabulary. I never listened to nobody talking about no macros. I probably heard of the word and let it go above my head and never looked back. So now I just been like taking a full course, I feel like, on ChatGPT for them to explain to me exactly what is the protein? What does the protein do for my body? Okay, I thought I was supposed to be having no carbs, but oh, you telling me I do need carbs, good carbs, carbs that are, better for you, carbs that are not so good for you. All those different things, the fiber, exactly what the fiber does and how that weighs into how your protein goes. I have been really, really learning it. And so I said, this is my weight loss shadow. So I got to start trying to get a community of people who are concerned, have an extra concern about either maintaining their weight and eating healthy or losing weight, because that was the purpose of me opening this channel over here. So that's what I want my content to be over here. So when I learn all this stuff, I want to be able to share it with y'all so that y'all can, know what you need to do if you don't already know it, or share what you've been doing so that I can do it, or somebody else that it might work better for, they can learn how to do it. So that's the goal. But yes, for Tuesday, I have to decide. I'm like 85% said I'm going to reveal the my current weight and what my weight was when I weighed in December 22nd. Now, I do have pictures of the scale. I have pictures of the scale for every weigh in every Monday that I weighed in. So I'm on what am I on my 10th week? Is this going to be my 10th week? Yeah, this will be my 10th week. 10 week 10th week going straight. Let me see. I've learned a lot from you in the chat. Good, I got it. Good, I got it. So yes, I'm good. This is like my 10th. Is it ninth or 10th week? Eight. I don't 60 days is going to be on the 22nd. I know that. That'll be my 60 days. So I'm thinking about revealing what my weight is now and what my weight. Hey, Caitlin. And what, oh, Terrence, you hear me talking about this weight over here? I said I got to do more weight content over here because I could talk about weight all day long. And I was like, this is what this channel is for. I can just start building a community of people who want to just sit up and talk about weight. So that's what I'm gonna do. So Terrence, I'm over here still struggling. Like, okay, Terrence had been so transparent with his weight. I don't know. I didn't know Terrence when he first started his weight loss journey. So I don't know if Terrence was as transparent. Thank you, Terrence. I don't know if you were as transparent about how much you weighed at that time. Were you, Terrence? Tell me if you were. But because I'm in such a state of shame still, not shame if would be caring about what people say, because like I said, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna agree with you. It ain't nothing nobody can say that I'm not gonna agree, because ain't nobody harder on me than me. But I just, okay, Terrence said he always was. Okay, so I just can't see saying that out of my mouth. But the 22nd, Terrence, the 22nd. Terrence, did you hear what I just said about the my weigh in Monday, the 3 pounds I lost on Thursday when I weighed in? Tell me if you heard that, because I want to repeat that for you if you didn't, because I want you to know that part. Terrence is okay. Anybody who's in here, we only got a couple handful of people in here, but Terrence is someone who has lost over 200 pounds, and so he has been a constant reminder, role model, uh, what you might want to say, a diagram, floor plan, uh, thing of just the what do you call them? Just the statue of what I'm trying to do, where I'm watching him live it out. Wishing I could just get my big ass up at that time and do it. But for whatever reason, people had a time when they really get serious. And it just was, I guess it just was a time that I'm serious. I was serious, but now I am serious. But if y'all don't know, that's who Terrence is. He lost over 200 pounds. Amazing. Looking amazing. Every time I think that he looking amazing, then 2, 3 weeks later, he looking even more amazing. So I don't know. I just need to be quiet until he done, I guess. Let me see. Uh Jake said, you just said you eat some of everything in this chat. Let me get you out of here because you get on my damn nerves when I'm trying to talk about this. Okay, let me see. Thumbs up, everyone. Terrence, I appreciate you too, Terrence. Let me see what I'm thinking. Okay, so Terrence, let me tell you. Okay, I was just telling them how I've been struggling with, not struggling. I've been so blessed with ChatGPT. Let me say that, and I've been going back and forth with them since, for like my first month and a half. They kept saying your calories are too low. Your calories are too low. Every time they'll say your protein is good, your fiber is good, this is good, your calories are too low. And I thought I could outsmart AI, and I'm looking like I don't give a damn what they say. I know good well if you eat less, you're gonna lose weight. So I just stood on that. I lost weight before doing that. You can't tell me. But of course, that weight I lost, I gained back. So they kept telling me for longevity, you cannot maintain that weight cutting those calories like that. And I was like, you don't tell me, I'm going to tell you. So I just kept on. Let me see, I weighed in on February 28th. Do you tears? Oh my God. Oh my God. Let me see. You laughing. But okay, so why you don't have no sound? Can everybody else hear me? Tell me if y'all can hear me. If y'all can hear me, say yes, I can hear you in the chat. Why Terrence say he can't hear me? Let me come to my page and type in the chat. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear me. Yo. The sound is fine. Oop, let me type in here for him. Hold on, let me type in my other phone. Let me see. Terrence, come back in. Okay, hopefully he'll come back in because I want to tell him this. Let me see. Is that BM, what is it? BMCK? Okay, Terrence. Let me see if Terrence comes back in, y'all. Because I wanted to tell him this one thing. Terrence, can you hear me now? Okay. Okay, so Terrence, so I kept telling ChatGPT, you're not going to tell me. You're not going to outsmart me with this one because I know what works for my body, right? So they kept saying it over a month. They kept saying, yes, everything is fine. Your calories are too low. It's going to create a stall, all that. And then, like 1 week I did gain a pound and 1 week I did stay the same back in January. So I gave up. Let me see, it stands for Bob. Oh, wow. That's my son's name. Well, my son is black and his name was Bobby. Okay, so Terrence. So I said, okay, Sunday when I start doing my meal prep I usually do my meal prep for like 3 days out. So that Sunday I said, let me listen to these people. I'm gonna be ready to fight if I gain a pound. Try to listen to some doggone AI. I just know somebody gonna have to be accountable for this, right? So I said, let me listen to them. So I got all my protein. I always make sure I get all my macros, the carbs I should have, the fiber I should have, the fats I should have, and the calories I should have. I do those 4 things. Oh my God. So I said, let me just put this food in here. I had to because I was doing between 800 and 1,000 calories. So I said, let me go and put this extra food. But I tell you, I feel like I never stop eating. I feel like I have not stopped eating all week. It's like constant to try to get that many calories in. And meet my macros. So I did it. So Terrence, when I weighed in Monday, I had that number, the shame number. And then when I weighed in Thursday morning, meaning Monday passed, Tuesday passed, and Wednesday passed, and I did it like 5 o'clock in the morning on Thursday, Terrence, 3 pounds was gone. And I ate more in those 3 days than I had been eating since December 22nd. And I'm looking like, you got to be kidding me. And I was saying that I doubt AI in a lot of ways, but I'm thinking like, you couldn't have came inside my body and took the weight off. So like literally, you must know what you're talking about with this, right? Let me see. Hello, chocolate Bobby. Okay, so that's what I want to tell you, Tara, is that so now I gave in and I do the 1,400 calories per day. I do that. I've been doing it all week long. Today is what, Saturday, and I've been doing it all week long. So we'll see. We'll see. The you gotta eat to lose that. Terrence, and the thing is, I watched you when you make your plates. Like when you make your hot dogs, you have two, three hot dogs, or you have two burgers, and I'm looking like that would never work for me. I kept saying that must be because he a man. I kept saying, oh, he a man. He did. That's probably because his body gotta have that because he a man. I just did not realize because anytime I've lost weight, it's always been at an extreme calorie deficit. But ChatGPT was telling me, like, okay, yeah, you might lose the weight, but it's not going to be over the long run, and it's not your optimum fat loss opportunities. And was right. Gamma, you are seriously doing the listen, Terrence, when I tell you I've been going strong since December 22nd, not no setbacks. I was telling them how I went to Culver's once and I went to dinner with my grandkids, and that was like a controlled stir fry kind of like thing that I had there. I have not. Terrence isn't a man. Terrence is a guy. He's the weight guy. The weight god, yes. And so I just can't believe how consistent I've been. I just am so like I took my grandkids to the movies today, and don't nobody love no movie popcorn no more than me and my daddy. And when I got there, I was like, "This is going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle because I'd already did my meal plan for the day. And yes, I could have just said, okay, it's a movie day. I could just have popcorn. It's not that big of a deal. You can make that up if you do an extra water aerobic day. But I was just like, how much mind control can you have? Like, can the popcorn take your mind when you know that your weigh-in is on Monday? You know that's important to you. You've been having popcorn all your life. Like, how important is that, right? So when I got there, I got the popcorn. I was dividing it up. The kids had their little bags. I was dividing the big bucket up, giving them their bags, and I think I did. Thank you, Terrence. Terrence, I got. When I tell you I got this, I'm telling you I got this. I'm telling you, I got this. Like, you're going to be like, you know what? On that live that you did in February, you said you had this. So, Terrence. So, I was in the, or everybody, I was in the movies. I gave them the popcorn, and I put a kernel in my mouth. What? Nothing. A kernel cannot do nothing to nobody. But yeah, you better smile, Terrence, because I'm telling you, when I put that kernel in my mouth, what I tell you was almost like it was a turn off. Like this one kernel could turn into this whole bucket because the big bucket you get a refill, and I'm not about to do that. That was the only thing. But you know what else I did, Terrence? Before I went, I knew it was gonna be a setup. I knew it was gonna be a setup. You know what I did? I went in that kitchen and made my lunch for the day the movie was at 3:15. I made my lunch. I said it's gonna be lunchtime. I got my lettuce in that bowl. I got my salmon that I air fried. Put it in that bowl. Put up 2 tablespoons of the light Olive Garden vinaigrette dressing on there, and put that thing in my bag and took it right in that movie. And so when those kids had their popcorn and their nachos and their slushies, I bust out the salad. I was like, okay, yeah, I do like munching during the movie, but I'm about to have the salad. I ate that salad right in the dark. So I felt so achieved. So like when I left there, I was like, you really did that. Like, and it wasn't even like deprivation, nothing like that. I don't feel deprived. I don't feel like, dang, I should have had some of that popcorn. I don't care. I think they brought some home. I don't want none of it. I was like, the popcorn is because the reason why you are like you are now. So that salad was so good. I love me a salmon salad. So it didn't hurt me. It was actually so good. Let me see. Oh heck. Yeah, we're going to Taco Bell and eat good with that $20. I do it. Yeah, right. I don't even like Taco Bell. That'll be the last place I go. Let me see. Heck, I want the salad over the popcorn. Yes, that salad was so good. I love me a salmon. I have a salmon salad like at least probably like twice a week. But yes, and I eat salmon probably like 3 or 4 times a week. That's my main protein that I eat because y'all know I don't eat. I'm a pescatarian. I only eat fish and seafood. But okay. So I was saying that I lost the 3 pounds from Monday to Thursday morning, and I promised. Don't do me had came in the chat, and she said I gotta tell the good with the bad. I'm looking like I'm shame of the I'm shame of the bad number now, still bad, but the first bad number I'm even worse. about it. I feel even worse about it. So I said if I got down the 1 more pound I needed to lose to get in the next teens, when you do the nines, 19, 29, 39, 49. If I get to the nines, I will reveal my weight. So Thursday, I only needed 1 pound, or not even 1 pound. I only needed 2 ounces to get to that. And so now I'm up against it, and I'm like, wait, but I'm still ashamed. I'm still ashamed. Yeah, I thought I was going to be strong enough to do it. But now I know if that was Thursday, it's the possibility it could be like even probably 1 or 2 more pounds down by now. And Terrence, this is crazy. Like, Terrence exercises life away. He do about 100,000 steps a day. I promise y'all. He do so many steps a day. And because I injured my knee, I'm not able to do the walking that I used to do and all that kind of stuff. But I have been still going to the pool, and I've only been going to the pool for like 2 weeks ago. I started. Well, no, 3 weeks ago I started. I went 3 days a week for 30 minutes a day, and so I mean not 30. Yeah, no. 3 times a week for 30 minutes, the days that I went. And last week I started 45 minutes for 3 days. Tomorrow I gotta go in and make sure I get my third day. But 3 days a week for 45 minutes. And that's all I do. And I used to jog vigorously in the pool for an hour straight, but I can't do that no more right now. And so all I'm doing is walking. So this has been the weight revealed I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to be able to reveal the number that I was and all of that and the number that I am, but I've been keeping y'all up on the amount of weight I've been losing. And so I'm always happy to say that number. I can't wait to tell y'all how much I look. Like, I know how much it was on Thursday. I don't know how much it's going to be on Monday. I can't wait to tell y'all that. But I wish I could just have the guts to tell y'all what that original weight is, though. Let me see. Terrence said, right, Taco Bell. Right, I ain't had on Taco Bell I don't know how many years. Let me see. I kind of said, I don't do crunchy vegetables or salads are hard. Oh, I love being I love vegetables. Don't be ashamed. I am. Terrence, what did I say? Let me see. You seriously? Y'all looking great. You can genuinely see it. I hope so. Let me see. I don't like crunchy vegetables. Wow. Let me see. I love all vegetables. It ain't a vegetable out here that I don't like. Let me see. I can't think of one. Trical in here. Hey, Trical, I'm over here talking weight, girl. I'm over here trying to geek myself up. I'm thinking if I come live over here more, I might feel more comfortable because I'm just too ashamed. I'm just too ashamed to say what the start weight was. Monday I gotta reveal how many pounds lost. I know I gotta do that, but I really wanted my 60 day because the 22nd is gonna make my 60 days. So the 23rd I want to come and tell y'all, how much I lost in the whole 60 days and what the beginning weight was, and then go from there, y'all. I got 100. I will tell you I got 100 more pounds to lose. I already know that. I got 100. It might be nine by the time Monday get here. It might be like 98 or something like that. But I still got a whole 100 pounds to lose. Do y'all understand how crazy that sounds for a human to be sitting up there saying a female human to be sitting up there saying that you let yourself get so out of whack that you have 100 pounds, not 10 pounds, 50 pounds. That's like kind of female, like 100 pounds to lose. And probably if I ask a doctor probably would be like, you can lose another 130, 140. They want you to be 99 pounds. So yes, let me see. When Terrence said, Trical, please tell Grandma to not be ashamed. I am ashamed. Trical, you better help me be ashamed. Trical better not go against me. I kind of said I try to like them, but it's hard. Really, I love vegetables. Trical. Oh, I can't believe you turned against me like that. And you know how important it is to me to be ashamed. Let me see. Trical said I'm at 280. Might not look like it, but I'm disgusted. Dang, Trical. I would have never looked at you. You gotta carry your weight real well. You carry your weight real well. I kind of said, me too, Gamma. Terrence said, Trical, you're beautiful. Yes, she is. But I definitely understand wanting to lose weight. Yes. Wait, hold on. I was 265 a year and a half ago. Trical, when I tell you, you got this, Trical, I'm telling you, I gotta just I gotta inbox you to tell you if you tell ChatGPT, like if you just wondering, like I've always had a good mind of how to lose weight, but I didn't get all into it. Like, what do it mean about the macros? You know, I didn't care about all that. Look, I'm just gonna stop eating so much. I'm gonna exercise as hard as I can. I'm gonna lose the weight, but that's not realistic for long-term weight loss if you're not going to change your lifestyle to that thing. And I knew at that time I wasn't going to change my lifestyle to that thing, but I was like, I'll worry about that later. Now, since December 22nd, I literally changed the lifestyle. And when I say that's like a whole different story. And when I'm telling you, it been working out in my favor, I'm just amazed at this age. And many diets I done been on. Every diet that has ever, y'all put the diets in the chat. Y'all know the diets. Y'all know the cabbage diet. Y'all know the banana diet. Y'all know the hot dog diet. Y'all know the egg diet. Y'all know the Weight Watchers. Y'all know Slim Fast. Y'all know NutraSweet. Let me see. Let me see. We didn't plan a lot of we didn't gain a lot of weight overnight. It's gonna take time. Yes, and I've been doing good with getting that mindset because I was like, I don't care what nobody say. I want to exercise 2 times. I want at least 50 pounds to be gone. And I was just pounding about that so much that I was like, I don't have the time to do that. What if something happened to me before then? I don't want to do all that. But now my mindset is so much better, Terrence. It is so much better. The way Terrence could get, Terrence can lose 1 pound and you would think that he lost 100. And I'm like, and I love his attitude about it because I'm like, a pound? I'd be ready to slam that scale into the wall. They tell me 1 pound. But when you watch Terrence, Terrence is like, when you talk about 1 pound, I'm like, well, maybe 1 pound is pretty good. Maybe 1 pound is pretty good then. But I'm telling you, I don't want, if you ain't showing me 10 or better in a couple days, I got a whole issue. And you know what? I'm going to eat what I want to eat because I ain't got time for this. But I'm so much better now, y'all. I think I'm delivered. I know I'm delivered. I know I'm healed. I know I am. Let me see. Hey, T-Love. I kind of said I was 260 in July. My goal is 115. Ooh, you'll be tiny, tiny. Let me see. Jenny Craig. Yeah. Like, yes, Jenny Craig. Yes. Let me see. I need to get those tips for you. Chakal. When I tell you it's been easy breezy. First of all, okay, it's easy breezy. But when I tell y'all, the mindset is what it is. Like, my mind has just shifted. One day, why did it do that on December 22nd? I just woke up. I said, I'm not getting ready to start calling my sister, lying to my sister. I'm not getting ready to start whining to my mama. I'm not getting ready to tell my nephew, okay, I'm getting ready to do it. I'm not getting ready to do that. I just woke up December 22nd and said, this is the day. And it's like literally been the day, and my mind is just like, Trakal, when I go to ChatGPT, like my sister, ChatGPT is her best friend. It's her everything. I didn't have faith in ChatGPT like that. I know it's like just a Google on steroids, but when I actually told it what I wanted and when they start forming everything, I could tell Chat, like, I don't do good with saying, give me a meal plan. No, don't give me a meal plan because you don't even know what I like. So ChatGPT has found what I like because what I do, I make my own meal plans. And then what I do, with all the things I like, where I think I can get my protein at, where my carbs will come in, where my fats will come in, where my fiber will come in, I tell ChatGPT. By the time we finish with that day, they telling me, you need 10 more grams of protein. You good on your fats. Your carbs are moderate. It breaks down everything. And then when I don't do everything right, they tell me that's good, but this is how I can tweak it so that you can get the protein you need or the calories you need. And it'll tell you instead of 6 ounces of salmon, you can change that to 7 ounces. And you need more fat, so you want to use a teaspoon of avocado oil. It will break it down to the what the nearest the it'll break it all the way down for you. Check out. It makes it where you don't even have to think, and then after they do that for you, it literally becomes like common sense. Like, I'm learning from, like, even though they lay it out for me, like, I'm learning over time. Just like when you go to school somewhere, like, once you do a practicum in something or an intern in something, the more you do it, you learn it, and you don't need that teacher no more. It's been there's no way I would have been able to do as good as I've been doing without ChatGPT. That's just all to it. That's all to it. Let me see, Jay. Let me see. I thought to get those. I gotta get. Yes, you do, Trical. I'm telling you, Trical. I'm telling you. Come on. I'm telling you to come on. Let me see. You got this. I kind of, yes, I kind of got to come on too. I kind of got it. Chacal said. Let me see. 1 pound is a man. It is, but one pound used to make me mad. 1 pound used to cause me to gain 10 pounds. Cause that used to, I got a whole attitude. You come telling me something about some 1 pound, you can forget it. I'm eating everything I want to eat for the next year behind something like that, insulting me like that. But now, with the days that it said 1 pound, like when I show y'all my chart, I'm gonna show y'all my chart, my weekly chart that I've been keeping up with on the 23rd, because that's what I'm gonna do my 60-day recap. It'll be time for my weekly loss, everything, and then I'm trying to build up the courage to go ahead and tell y'all the uh the original weight. I'm gonna start vlogging Monday, like daily. I'll do daily vlogs and I'll be dropping them weekly to let y'all know how the week went, what I ate. I try to like show y'all in a lot of shorts what I eat. A lot y'all see a lot of my meals in the shorts, but I want to start like actually vlogging and talking about, like what I'm going through today, what I went through Monday, what's on Tuesday, whatever it is, and then I'll come out with a dump of all of that once a week with that. But I gotta start having the talks about like every little thing I learned. Like one thing about me, when I learn something, I always want to run my mouth about it, and I wanted to say it to people who are interested in that. Meaning for this page to do what it's supposed to do. I know it's Grandma's World be all over the place, but for this page, it's about weight. It's for people who want to sit up and talk about weight and really want to do better, whether they try to maintain or lose it. Because the information I'm finding out, I don't feel like it's just exclusive for losing weight. It's exclusive for a lifestyle. And that's what I'm loving about it. I'm like, I can live like this. I had no idea I could live like this. Let me see. Thanks to Cal Caddick said, what pound is motivation? It is now it's motivation. If it say 1 ounce, I was happy the day that I got on the scale and I had gained the 1 pound. I couldn't figure out how I gained it, but when I found out that my calories were too low, I understand it now, but I couldn't understand it then. And then the 1 week when I stayed the same, my feelings was a little hurt because I had worked so hard that week. But now that I listened to ChatGPT about how important it is to get all the calories in, now I know why I stalled. I'm like, okay, I should have just been listening. But I was like, AI just not gonna tell me what I know about my body. And I don't know jack about my body. Let me see. Yes, you are amazing. And thank you, Terrence. Terrence said, yes, absolutely, Trical. Let me see. Terrence said, you were serious. When I tell you, I'll be out ready. I'll be out ready. I got like a little thing on 23rd I'm going to put together so that y'all can go through. It's like y'all see. Let me see. I kind of said, I want to be skinny before I move to Korea. And I don't want to be skinny. I remember losing weight to 160 pounds one time, y'all. And I was like, okay, girl, yes, that. So I think for my height 5'3", a doctor would probably tell me like 115, 120. I can't see me there because I don't have a desire for skinny at all. Like I don't, I don't have a desire for skinny. So my thing is gonna be, well, I can't tell y'all what my goal weight is because then y'all gonna know the thing. But my goal weight is 106. I mean, not 160 pounds. It's 100 pounds down. 100. It's 100 pounds down. Okay, let me see. Chakal said I need to meal prep and stick to it now. Yes. Now some days I meal prep. Now, first of all, I journal every day. Every day for the next 3 days, I journal. And then sometimes it changes. If I run out of something, I go back and say, okay, I need for you to give me the macros for this day, because I've changed some stuff. Like if I ran out of a certain thing, I'll try to substitute it with the same macros that would have gave me. So I do all my journaling every day since December 22nd. I've been journaling exactly what I've been eating, right? And then, my I meal prep something. So like if I get a big slab of salmon, okay, that salmon is gonna carry me for the week because I'm gonna cook it all up and I'm gonna have it in the refrigerator till it runs out. I don't eat stuff out of the refrigerator past 3 days. I don't know how. I don't know. I asked ChatGPT, tell me how the YouTubers are meal planning for 5 days when you're not supposed to be eating stuff out of the refrigerator after 3 days. I ain't talking about like fruits and vegetables, but I'm talking about like cooked stuff. Like, so how they doing that? And they said they technically shouldn't be doing that. You shouldn't be eating stuff out of a refrigerator after 3 days, definitely not 4 days, depending on what time you cooked it or whatever. So I just always had that rule of thumb, 3 days, all my life really. And so I will meal prep for things. I have like sometimes I'll meal prep salads and I'll put it all in the containers, but that's rare that I do a full, meal prep when you see the containers. Now, I did show y'all the containers on Friday that I bought. So I plan on doing more things that I can prep out like that and just have the entire thing done. But I do meal prep like, like all my proteins that I'll have. My salad is just a matter of putting it in the bowl. All those things are really easy. So most of my things are just easy. I just meal prep what I'm going to have. But I have like a lot of cottage cheese or yogurt, stuff like that. Don't have to be prepped. But that meal prepping or at least plan it. Chika, would you please work with me on this? Because I'm telling you, I will have your back on it. I will have your back. I don't care if you want to just write down the stuff you like and I got to get the information and give you back the plan that you need to follow for the day. I'm telling you, it is so workable. It's so doable. It's so in reach. It is so much closer than you think. It's so much closer than you think. Let me say I'm about to go for a drive. You better go, John. Look at Tara's rubbing it in our face. Rubbing it in our face. He said, while y'all sit up there talking about it, I'm about to be about it. Let me say, I kind of said, thanks everyone for your encouragement. It really helps to motivate. Yes, you have to be motivated. But I have been within groups or family or friends about this motivation all my life. And I literally, from the beginning, I had to motivate myself. I had to motivate myself. That's why I didn't even tell nobody I was doing it. Before I knew it, about 3 weeks had passed. I mentioned it to my sister, and she was like, oh my God, I've been doing the same thing. She was doing the same thing. Today, I FaceTimed her. She took off her jacket. She was like, can you tell I lost 11 pounds? I was like, yes, sister, I can tell. I was so proud of it. So she had been doing the same thing. I think at this point of our life, we both was like, we're not getting ready to start telling no lie to nobody. Or even if we tell the truth, we don't want people to feel like, there they go again. Here we go again. And we just literally started around the same time. I don't know what day she started on, but when I talked to her, she was already on it. I was telling her about ChatGPT. She said, I already been using it. I was like, oh my God. We both was just saying we need to get our own mind together. Stop making it be because of somebody else. We got to do a mind shift ourselves. So yes, you definitely got to motivate yourself too. We got it. I got it. Let me see. I look my best at 115 or 135. Okay. In Korea, 130 is considered overweight. Yes, because Koreans are very tiny people. So, yep, I can definitely see that. Chakal said, Terrence, please take my body. I always be asking Terrence, can he give me some of his steps? I'd be like, if you just did 40,000 steps, it ain't no way you can just let me borrow 10 of the 1,000 and you about to do it again tomorrow anyways. I wish. Chakal said, I walk so much on that cruise. Ooh, 7K to 8K a day. I just can't do it since I'm back. Chakal, listen what I'm telling. See, people got to know for themselves. I know how it is because when people tell me stuff and I got it fixated on my mind about how stuff should go, listen, like I tell you, Terrence walks his life away. But if you don't think Terrence's lifestyle is tennis, his lifestyle is walking. Terrence is not married. He don't have no kids. That's his hobby. That's what he loves to do. But like if you have other stuff going on, sometimes it's hard to get that kind of step count in. Like you have to really put forth effort to do that kind of walk in, right? But when I tell you, I have only for 3 weeks been going to the pool. I just started last week. I think I only did it twice. I bought some resistance bands. I literally sit there and use that for 10 minutes by like doing some stuff I just created. I got to start getting YouTube videos. I'm going to do that next week. Doing some stuff I created with my arms, doing some stuff I created with my legs, just using the resistance bands just so I can say I did 10 minutes of it. And I only did that. Did I do it once or twice? I think I did it once or twice. I can't remember. So I have not been doing no hard exercise, but it goes back to what my doctor told me like 2 years ago. He told me when I kept saying, well, I gotta get, it's because I gotta, because he can't stand when I can't lose this weight. He just be looking like, girl, you getting on my last nerve now. And I'd be like, well, because I gotta get a chance to find the time to go. He'd be like, let me tell you something. He told me this day. He said, have I ever watched a movie? I forgot the Castaway, I think he said, with Tom Hanks, I think. He said, have you ever seen the movie? I said, no. He said, well, it's about a man who got stranded on an island. And he said, I guess Tom Hanks must have lost the weight during the movie. He said that movie is a good depiction to tell you. I'm telling you that it don't matter how much you lose, how much you walk, how much you go to the pool. If you don't get your eating right, it's not going to matter. And I'm looking like, Yeah, right. You can't tell me if I'm moving more, I'm getting the steps and I'm doing that. You can't tell me that. But he told me that he said your eating is more important. He said yes for heart health and to help enhance your weight. That's always going to be a benefit. But if you don't put your eating first, none of that matters. And he's so right because like I mean it never dawned on me, but I'm thinking, okay, if I go walk off 500 calories, but on my way home or the next day, if I'm going to get a concrete from Culver's, okay, that's all gone. No matter what I walked, I can walk every day. But if I'm going to Culver's after, or if I'm going to eat a big giant chunk of cake, if I'm eating a pint of ice cream, it don't matter what you do. It don't matter what you did. So the eating is what you have to get straight, and then your eating is going to motivate you to move. That's what I think. And but although I think the movement does motivate your eating, so I think it goes hand in hand. But ultimately, if you don't get the eating together, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. Yes, yep, and I think it does depend on like your bill. Although people said, because for all my life, I used to always say, or other people say, I ain't never really said, they'll say, well, your family is big bone. Not my dad. Not my dad don't come from a fat family, but they do seem to be more big bone, more bit, people with bigger bones, but they just not fat. Now, my mother's side of the family is more fat on her side. So just getting the thing in your head that it might be hereditary or you born big boned. No, when everybody's flesh is gone, your bones all are probably going to be about the same. So I had to get that out of my mind. Stop blaming stuff on being heredity. It might not be hereditary. What it might be is that those same learning lessons from those families are going down. Like my mother and father used to eat the pig from the rooter to the tutor up at our house. We was gonna have beans. Like we had Sunday dinner like 5 times a week. So therefore, they got that from their families. And what's hereditary is y'all bringing all this stuff in this house, not teaching y'all kids how to eat. And so I'm eating like y'all been taught to eat, and then there it goes. And I watched another content creator. Hold on one second, y'all. Another content creator who said the other day made a lot of sense. She was like, a lot of people say, well, I can't cook this because I got kids, and my kids got to eat this, and my kids got to eat that, right? And so she said, the more you eat better, the more you're going to want your kids to eat better. Like where it makes sense to say, well, I'm buying Rice Krispie treats for my kids because, kids eat that. The more you eat better, you're going to be not wanting to give your kids what made you into the person that you are trying to get rid of this weight. You're going to want them to eat healthy. That's why I never fed my grandkids the way they've always eaten cleaner. Even if I went to a restaurant or if I got something, I never gave it to them. I always give them clean options. Now, what my daughter give them, that's between her. But I never want to be the example of making them think that a lot of sweets or overly processed foods is going to be it here. So like things like, I don't know how many times my daughter give them noodles, but they probably can count on one hand how many times I've given them the noodles, because I know she give them that. I don't, unless it's some kind of like, I did give them like a little Valentine's Day candy little heart box thing, but I don't just like give them candy. Like I try to pay attention. Like if I do get them chips, I gotta let them know y'all need to pick out 2 fruits that y'all want to have for y'all snacks, for the weekend at my house or whatever. So I just really, really try not to get them to grow into the situation I grew up in. Like I don't want them to be 50 years old learning about macros. They need to learn about the macros now and what that stuff does for their body. What these nutrients, why you need this meat is protein for your body. Your protein preserves your muscles. You need carbs because they give you your energy. Your fiber, you need your fiber because they helps move your protein. All of this stuff, I need for them to learn that now. There is no need for them to go through that. There's no need. Let me say, I believe that eating plays a big part. Well, it is. It's the main part. It's the main part of it, and the movement is going to come, well, most of the time come with it, but it's so many people that I follow now, Trical, they lost 200 pounds, 150 pounds. And do you know those people didn't do no exercise? They say, I don't know, of course, because they just on here talking, but they said they didn't do no exercise. Now they said because they regretted, some of them regretted because they have loose skin. They wish they would have did things to help tighten it up. But they said for the actual weight loss, they are kind of like behind with the the exercising because they didn't really get into exercising. So, but then some people like I've always lost weight and exercise was a big part of it. Like I control my eating, probably not in a healthy way because I did a real big calorie deficit, but I always worked out extremely hard. Like when I lost my last weight in 2021, I did like 2 to 3 hours a day in the pool. I would go in the morning and then before they close every day. So I did like extreme stuff, but I knew then I wasn't going to keep up with that. So I don't even want to get my body started thinking I'm going to do that because that's not my lifestyle. So my lifestyle, I can see being able to take out at least 3 days a week. I do want to get the 45 minutes up to an hour, but I want to see how my body works on doing that because that's probably a more realistic goal. Now, if I feel better and want to do more later, then that's one thing. But I don't want to trick my body into thinking this is something you're going to be doing for a lifetime. I want you to respond based on what's going to be realistic. Let me see. These big arms are hereditary. You can't tell me no different. I hate them. Now, well, I do think stuff like that could be, but if you lost the weight, it wouldn't be an arm as big as the weight that of the arms of a 200-pound person is not gonna be the arms of a 300-pound person. Cause like my mother family got big legs. They got big legs. That everybody just got some big legs. It don't even matter. All of the smaller people got big legs too. That's just what they have. But they not disproportionate like the people who are bigger. So I do think that you can have like certain features from a family, but ultimately, if we are overweight, it's because we are overweight. It ain't our grandmama's fault. It ain't our grandmama's fault. Let me see. I kind of said I feed my body. I feed my boy whatever I can get him to eat. Getting him to eat is hard. Oh, is it? Yeah, my grandkids pretty much been trained. Well, my kids, I never really got let them get into like candies and a lot of cookies and things like that. I never did it with them. I don't know. I just always been on guard, like because I struggle with my weight all going up and down all my life. I always wanted to protect them from it, and so I didn't give it to them like that. I didn't make that like before, like even when they were babies. I was like, okay, I'm not getting them started on no peaches and no pears. They get started on green beans, peas. That they didn't even get ready to acquire a taste like that. So I did stuff like that, and I did the same thing with my grandkids. And hopefully, they don't have no weight problem, but hopefully it works. Now my son and my daughter, my son was a health fanatic till the day he passed away. He didn't play no games about keeping up with his body. He felt really strong about nutrition and exercises and stuff like that. But my daughter kind of fell into the had my habits. So she needs to lose weight. But my son, he kept strong with that. So I was like, well, at least 1 out of 2 kept the things that I tried to give them as kids and carried it on to their adulthood. Let me see. I kind of said or nothing like that, like nuggets, pizza. Oh, okay, and TV dinners. Yes, yes. Well, you just got to think of stuff like, well, if he likes nuggets, probably thinking of making sure they're healthy nuggets. They don't have all those preservatives in it, or making your own nuggets, or if it's pizza, uh, you pretty much know. I don't think they put too much stuff in pizza, but I guess you can make your own pizza too. But pizza probably is a thing like what it is. But remember, in TV dinners, they are very high in sodium. They're very high in sodium, so make sure you keep that in mind. Chakal said, "I ate it so much like you get my if you tell him something bad about food, he don't want it no more." Yes. That's good though. So I'm sure he would eat like me when I make the check out. That's the biggest battle is so many people who have to make like 2 different dinners because I don't know, they just have their kids conditioned to think that it's kid food and adult food when you try to eat right. But it's not. Like literally everything you're eating is what your kids really should be eating when you try to eat better. They really should. Instead of ice cream, maybe if you pass them a yogurt, they would like that, better or whatever it is. Whatever it is. So I think that the younger you can train them up is the better. There's no reason to give them all of the things to help them have diabetes later on in life. There's no need to build that up in their bloodstream now when you could do the good by them like starting today. Like what good would it be like I'm gonna air fry or bake me some fish, but I'm gonna fry your fish. You gotta listen to yourself when you just saying stuff like that for parents. When you saying, I'm gonna buy me a whatever, because that's better for me, but I'm going to give you a candy bar. Like, listen to that. Like, what you're saying about your own child. You're saying that their health is not as important as you feel like your health is. Well, really, it is. And we need to be helping them, like, right now to make good decisions. Let me see. He won't eat homemade nuggets. Oh, he don't like homemade stuff. Even have you tried it where he could make it? Because a lot of times with kids, like, they might not care about a lot of stuff that parents make, but if you give them the ingredients and you let them go, even when kids are like 1 and 2 years old, when I used to try to get my kids to like eat celery and peanut butter and stuff like that, I didn't make it. I made them think it was a whole project. Like, here's the celery, here's the peanut butter or the raisins if they want to put it on. You make it, and and even if they didn't like it, they'll try it more if they can help make it. Let me see your cow set up so happy. He loves salad's good. Yes. I can make a salad with all the veggies, including beets. Ooh, and he'll go and he'll eat it. Yes. Check out. Oh, these kids. Hold on 1 second. Huh, these kids. Just had to scream to the top of my lungs. When you can teach them young like that, that's the best thing to do. Let me say, Iconic said I've tried. He has no interest. Now, Iconic sounds like Maddie. Y'all know Maddie. Maddie means that when she comes over here, you have to have pizza, chicken nuggets, or with the pizza rolls. She will starve herself out. Is she here for a weekend? And if I try to like, I keep trying to like give her different stuff. I've watched a girl decide not to eat for a whole day to where I was like, I have no other choice but to feed her until she goes home because she will say, oh, okay, that's fine. She'll have no problem with it. If you say, no, we having this and you present what you're having, she'll look at it and say, okay, I just don't eat it. And she won't eat. You'll have to, you don't have to try to substitute it with other stuff. If it's not a pizza roll or pizza or chicken nuggets, you can miss her with all of that. Or French fries. She likes French fries. So she is like that. And I don't understand because my nephew and her mom, they eat healthy all the time. But she is such a picky eater. She just don't play that. She just don't play that. So I don't know. I never had a child that was like that. But I can imagine how challenging that is for a parent with a child that's a really, really picky eater. My kids weren't picky eaters. They just weren't picky eaters. They probably had some favorites or something like that, but they weren't picky eater. But picky eaters are hard to deal with when they're so young. Let me see. Upside, he won't eat candy. Good. Or colors because candy or colors because they're bad. Well, that's good. That's good because that's a battle when kids eat so many different foods with sugar. Then you got their teeth to worry about, and all that kind of stuff. So that's good if you can eliminate that candy. Jaquel said she like what she like, and no, she won't switch up. She just said that's okay. I'll go to sleep. She just looked like, oh, okay. Just want to know if you had it. If you don't, good night. She does not care. I was like, okay, why can't you starve the girl out? So they know when they bring her over here, I gotta have the pizza and the pizza rolls and the chicken nuggets because she will starve until they come back. She just don't mind. She don't mind. It don't make her no difference. But yes, I want to start doing it live. Like I want to start picking certain things, like giving information that like I find about like protein, just in case there's people out there like me that really didn't know what macros really consisted of. And so if it's like that, I just want to be able to like reach that part. Maybe it'll reinforce for people who already know about it. But if people don't know about it, they can really learn from it and know how important like those different macros are. And like incorporating the movement, in there, like starting small. Like if you literally don't get no steps, try to get 50 steps for the day. Those small things are what, because I know I'm saying I need to lose 100 pounds now, but like literally in this season of since December 22nd, I literally been having small goals like 5 pounds, 10 pounds. Like whatever the next tens are, I just want to get in those kind of things. And that's been helping because when you get those really, really big goals and you have that in your mind that you want to lose 100 pounds like that already make you feel defeated or make it sound like you're going to be defeated or whatever. But if you start saying 5 pounds and you reaching that in a 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you make it, you can go from there. Then you got another 5 pounds, and so you can meet those goals and feel so much better about it. Let me see. I need a whole meal plan to meal prep to start out. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's what I do every day, Trical. Every day, that live that I did on Friday, I showed you my journal that I have. I have this journal. I got it from Amazon. Um, it came with two books. It must be, when did I start? I think I started December. Let me see when I started this book. Because I was writing it down in my notebook at first. Okay, this book I started January 5th. And it looked like it's probably going to go to about March 5th. So, and it came with two books. And I got that, but even though you, and I got two other books I'm gonna go into after I finish this. I found one I really like. It's really detailed. Like even this food diary, it's although it has what I'm gonna have for the meals or whatever. It has like if you have symptoms for from eating different stuff, if you take any medications, if your sleep hours, like Trical, you know how bad my sleep has been. You know how bad my sleep has been, girl. When I tell you my average time for going to sleep now is 10:30. Now, some nights I might stay up to my 11:30, 12, but you know that I used to stay up to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Some days I didn't go to sleep at all. I went straight to the next day. When I tell you, when I look at my diary, and if I look at my sleep hours right now, I'm looking at 8, 9, 9, what is it, 7, 6. I'm telling you, I've been getting my sleep in. And also it have like you can put like your exercise, the time you for up under sleep it has the sleep time you went to sleep, time you woke up, how many hours, how was your sleep, and then what exercise you did, about what time, what was the duration, what your mood was for the day, what your energy was like, how your bowel movements were, and any additional notes, and then your water intake. So it's very detailed. And so I do this like right now. I do have it kind of planned out because I want to know, I want to meet that doggone goal. And so I do have my meals planned out until the 28th. I just finished like three of them before I got online because I want to like plan out for my weigh-in date. And then I just wanted to kind of like, get a heads up on the other days. But a lot of days it might change. But I still consult with ChatGPT and say, now this is the change. Can you do the macros for me? Like literally, Trical, when I call, like if I call for tomorrow, I mean, not call, Lord, I think I'm calling the people. If I get ChatGPT for tomorrow's, right? This is what I'm eating for tomorrow. Let me show you an example. Tomorrow's the 22nd. I will say, this is exactly what I will say, Trical. Will you give me the macros for avocado toast using a half avocado, one slice of brown berry bread, 12 grain, I'm gonna have 6 egg bites, and I gave them the macros because I batch made my egg bites. I made 35 of them, and I left some in the refrigerator and I froze some. So I got 6 more out. So then I would say 6 egg bites with the macros I gave you. And and then they already know. Either I'm on a day where I already told them what my macros was, or I say, and the macros for that is 42 calories each, 4.9 protein, 1.1 carbs, point 0.3 fiber, 1.9 fat. Those are the macros for the egg bites. So they listening. And then I'll say for lunch, I'm going to be having 8 ounces of stir fried zucchini made with 1 teaspoon of oil, and 3 ounces of mushrooms sauteed in that, and 7 ounces of air fried salmon with a teaspoon of oil, a yogurt Oakoist 000 brand with 2 teaspoons of purely Elizabeth. I mean, no, 1 teaspoon of purely Elizabeth granola, and 1/2 ounce of dill cheese, and 3 fiber gummies. When I say that, it's going to give me. It's going to first start by telling me what's their outlook on that whole plan. They're going to tell me, break it down, everything that I said for breakfast is going to give me the calories, the protein, the carbs, the fat, and the fiber on that. Or it might give you the net carbs sometime. And it's going to do it for breakfast, lunch, dinner. Then it's going to give it to you for the whole day. And then it's going to say you good in this place, this place, this place. It might say your fiber is a little low. You might want to take extra fiber gummies, or you might want to add a couple of berries to your breakfast, or it'll say, um, um, do you want me to tweak it so that it'll be optimum fat loss? It'll give you that choice, and you say yeah. All you gotta do is say yes, and it might come back and say, okay, instead of 7 ounces of salmon, have 8 ounces of salmon. Or it might say instead of a teaspoon of granola, because you had tablespoons yesterday, you might want to hold the granola. It's going to say you might want to, instead of a half ounce of cheese, you might want to take that down to 1/4, or it might say increase the whole ounce to, hold the half ounce to an ounce. It literally gives you detail. Okay, you don't have to have the app, because I tried the app, but it wasn't good. Like it didn't talk to me like the other one did. It was just like getting the stuff wrong. I don't know what that one was doing. So I even told, I said, I don't like the way you do it. I like the one from the web browser. And they was like, yeah, we probably pull it from two different sources. And if you like that one better, go over there. So I just go to the Google search bar and say Chat GPT. Click in there. You go see a little microphone down there by the comment section, and you literally talk to that thing and let it know exactly where you can tell it what your goals are. Sometimes they have a memory of what you're doing, because sometimes the thing call me by name later on. It could be a month later, and it'll just so happen call my name, or it'll say something like, okay, all of that is good, you're doing so good, you know, to give you all the praises and where you how you're thinking about what you're doing right. They'll ask you a question like, let me ask you a question, do you think this and that? It'll ask you something and see where your mindset is. And then sometimes it'll say, well, this would be a good short for your YouTube channel. I'm like, how do you know about the YouTube channel? But remember some of the stuff. So I'm telling you, you talk to it just like that. You can tell it, look, I got a weight loss goal, for my ultimate goal is this. But right now, I'm really fixed on wanting to lose 10 pounds. Like, what is the healthiest way I could do that with optimum fat loss, with some movement? You know, I'm not able to exercise at all, or I got about 3 hours a week to exercise. What's the best exercise? Or this is the kind of exercise I like. How often do I have to do this? How many minutes a week should I be getting? I'm telling you, you can ask it anything. It will lay everything out for you. Everything. And once it does that, the more you do it, it's going to be, like I said, the more you learn about it. Like, I still need it for like specific macros, but for now, like, I make the egg bite so much now, I pretty much know that 6 is the number to have, you know, for breakfast or whatever. Or like, I don't, you just get a feeling of knowing about where you are. It just helps you like kind of bring everything together to make sure you having all your macros when you tell it what you're eating. And so a lot of people be scared of AI and stuff like that, but I'm telling you, it just really, it's nothing but a super Google. If you ask Google a lot of this stuff, Google probably will tell you too. It's just that the AI kind of like keeps a memory for you, and it gives you their idea. I mean, you know, their opinion on how to do that and why they think that way. They give you research. It gives you research on why they're telling you to do that. So that's the thing. It don't just give you the information based on just what you give. That's it. No, they have feedback for you and let you know that. And if you thinking you do it, they'll tell you. Like, if you cut your calories too low, they'll tell you this is too aggressive. If you want long term weight loss, this is going to be way too aggressive. That you might, yes, the scale might move, but in a couple of weeks you might see a stall because of that. Why you need the protein? Because I never knew why I really needed the protein. I never knew what, I knew fiber has something to do with going to the bathroom, but that's all I knew. But when it tells you exactly what it does, it don't talk in these medical terms at all. It talks in a way where you can understand everything it's saying. And you can even say, like, if it tells you something, you understand, you be like, well, I have no idea what you're talking about. You can like literally say, it'll say, okay, I can understand that. Let me explain it to you this way. And if you say something like, okay, well, you saying that, but I really can't grasp what you're saying. They will turn that thing around 50 times if they have to make it understandable so that you can understand exactly what they mean. It's not like hard read or anything like that. Now, if you had the app, they will talk back to you. And so I thought that's why I got the app one time. Because I was like, God, I don't want to keep on reading all this stuff. I wish you could just talk to me. Because the web browser one, it doesn't talk to you. It only, like, you know, type out everything for you to read. But I like the one better that types out, so I just sit back and read all the stuff. So yes, Chakal, you got to try that. I'm telling you, you are going to love it. Like, you just got to make sure you know that you can ask and tell it anything. You can tell it anything, and it'll tell you, like, if you feeling like, oh, I feel so I'm motivated today, what could be. I've been pretty motivated since I started, but I know for people who might be having like issues, like I'm struggling with being hungry at night. Like, if I ever have that situation, I know I can get on ChatGPT and tell them, and it'll say something like, well, if you feel like you cannot go to sleep without being hungry, try, like might say, drink water, drink a protein shake, or do you have a handful of, not handful, until you like an ounce of nuts, or it'll give you options to meet you where you are. They don't try to get you to do stuff that they don't feel that you can do. It'll meet you where you are so that you can feel like you can do the next thing. It motivates you so much. That thing will get on there and be like, you are doing so good. I am so proud of you. You've shown this through this and that, and I can see in the future that you're gonna be this. I can't wait till you get to your goal weight. Girl, that thing be talking to me. I'd be like, yes, I'm so excited. And he'd be like, yes. So what do you plan on doing when you celebrate that? Do you plan on celebrating your small wins, or you want to do something grandiose? What you want to do? Do you want to do something for the channel? I'm telling you, check out this thing. Be very detailed. So you gotta try it, Trical. Even tonight, you need to just try, because it's only gonna take 1 second to talk to it. You push the little microphone thing in the comments, so you ain't gotta type it up. And then once you type it in there, you press the microphone, and then you press the little black square. So that after, because it's gonna type out everything you said, and then you press the black square, letting them know, yes, that's good. But just go ahead and answer it, and then they just tell you the answer to it, and it's gonna answer every question. And you got to make sure you inbox me and tell me exactly how you felt about it, because it's amazing. It's amazing. And because the pounds that I lost so far, y'all know the last time I told y'all I lost 13 pounds. I want to reveal how much I lost. I don't know how much I lost Monday, but I do know I lost more since it's Thursday when I snuck and weighed in again. And so it's just been on an average of, what is that an average of? I think it's an average of like 2 pounds a week, which is really good. Let me see. Chat is yes, it's like a whole coach. It'll tell you that they'll coach you. Like, I don't know, like sometimes they remember a lot of stuff. Like it won't go back. If I go back and say, "Can you tell me what the macros was on the meal I had yesterday?" It might tell me, "I don't remember, what your meal thing was, right?" But like if you have a goal, it'll come back and tell you like you are really working towards your goal. That's this percentage of your goal. Now we got to work on this and that. It'll remember what you said last, and the more you use it, it will remember it. So yes, it's like a whole coach. Let me see. That made me think about the live you did about that, girl. I believe that could kind of be now, I never did try it for real. I never did try it, but I bet you. I wonder how that would go. I should ask it. Why do people? Is that true? Do people do that? But yes, I never did do it, but I can see. I can see. I can see how it works. But the good thing about like with the weight loss thing, they pull in that research from studies off the web. Like people who put scientists who put all this together. So they pull in the information and speaking it back to you or typing it back to you as if they're having a discussion with you, instead of like, how you read an article on Google. It's not written like that. It's not written like that. It'll, like, if I say today I'm trying to have maximum fat loss because I got to weigh in tomorrow. It'll say something like, I know you're so excited about weighing in tomorrow. I'm going to tell you how you can pull that together so you can have the maximum weight loss because I know you're eager to get to your goal. It talks to you like that. So it's different, different language than Google. Let me see. Uh, that made me think about oh, okay, yeah, yes. I don't know. So y'all make sure anybody who is in this live, y'all that's the homework I want y'all to do, but until the next live. Do ChatGPT. All you gotta do is put in the Google search ChatGPT. When you get there, press that. It's gonna say something about what do you want to ask or something. Go to the bottom, press that microphone. It don't matter how long. Sometimes I might say something that might be one sentence. Sometimes I talk for 5 minutes straight, and I say all that stuff, and then I press that little black button. And then, what's it? No, not the black button, a check mark. It's going to be an X, meaning you want to X out what you just said and start all over, or it's going to be a check mark. You're going to press that check mark like, yes, all that you just, I'm done. That's saying that you're done talking. You press the check mark, and then it's going to put on the screen all that you said, and they're going to type it all out for you to see. And then you're going to press that black box, which means they could go ahead and read it and give you the information back in less than 10 seconds, maybe 5 seconds. They come back. Oh, excuse me. Got the hiccups. They come back and give you all the information that they have. And if it's anything you need to tweak, like sometimes if they don't hear me right when I say a certain brand, and I'll say, no, I didn't say that brand. I said Oakweiss or something like that. They'll say, oh, I'm sorry about that. Let me give you the new number based on that brand right there or something like that. So it's just so personal. Y'all, it's so personalized. It's like, I don't know how dietitians and nutritionalists, I don't know how they are able to stay in business now because this is so detailed that you can use them any time of the day or night, whatever. You ain't got to wait to take the information back to ask them or nothing like that. You ain't got to be handed no handout based on the stuff that they get from somewhere else. No, y'all about to learn some stuff. Y'all about to learn some stuff messing with ChatGPT, and you definitely, if you do what they say, you definitely gonna lose the weight. And you can tell them like you like Trical. You said you want a meal plan, but like I don't like meal plans from other places because you can pull them from anywhere because it might not be stuff that I like. Already, I'm a pescatarian, so everything is gonna say chicken, chicken, all this kind of stuff. And so I'm already a pescatarian, so that kind of stuff get on my nerves because I'm like I don't know what I can actually put in the place of those things. So you can tell this like what your eating habits are. Like these are the meats I like, these are the vegetables I like. And you can tell it if you want to put some other things in there, I'll let you know if I like that, to give me more versatility in it. You can do that. Or you can just say, okay, with these foods that I'm giving you, can you just give me a meal plan? They'll give you a meal plan. I never ask it for it. It always asks me, do you want me to give you a 7-day meal plan, 30-day meal plan? I always say no because I like to make out my own meal plans because I like to eat the food I like to eat. But it will do that for you. It always asks me to do it. I just don't. I just like handwriting my own stuff, kind of having it at the time of day when I want to. But they will do it. Or even if it's like where you have a lot of protein in one meal and not enough in one meal, they say that you should have at least 30 grams of protein in each meal. It'll tell you, do you want me to reconstruct this of where you can have those same foods at the right time of day? It's detailed. Trical, do it tonight. Trical, can you promise that you're gonna just ask it one question about it, read what it say, just so you can get a feel for it, even if you don't go on and on, like I be going on and on about 30 minutes with it. But just do a couple questions or a question and see how it responds, and then text or inbox me and let me know what you think about it, because I know you're gonna love it. So yes, y'all. Thanks for coming over here to hear my rant, because I'm gonna be ranting more on this page because that's literally my topic that I always want to talk about now. Even though I know I gotta fulfill It's Gabby's World too, but when I'm over there, I always ease into this conversation because this is the conversation I really be wanting to have. So now I can just stay more focused on what I need to talk about over there, and know I can come over here and do my rant. Okay, let me see what Chakal said. What did Chakal say? Chakal said, I'm gonna do it tonight. Yes, do it tonight. Okay, y'all. Thanks for coming over here. Thanks for the gifts that y'all sent. I appreciate y'all. 12 people like. Thank y'all. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for the 3 people who stuck in here. Why is my thing so dim now? I can't barely see it. I have K-pop training weight loss meal. Okay, player with no shellfish. Okay. When you sent me that thing about that man and that liver, I was over here breaking down so doggone bad after that. I was no good. I had to go right to my post and say that we can't even have no movie. I wasn't no good for like an hour after that. I was very, very messed up behind that. So I was like, I can't even try to, even if the screen is black, I can't concentrate on no screen or nothing right now. So yes, I did put it over there as soon as we finished inboxing. I went over there and said, let me put this on here and let people know. I kind of had responded to it too. All right, y'all. So y'all have a great night. If y'all got weight loss goals, make today the day. That's what I did. Did I start on a Monday? I don't even know if it was a Monday when I started. I gotta look and see what December 20. It must have been a Monday because I did Monday to Monday weigh in. But yes, I just started. So if y'all not starting today, start tomorrow. Yes, next Saturday. Yep, next Saturday. I've been watching some good movies on the thing too. Oh my gosh. I've been Tubi that had me in a chokehold. I be going to sleep to it almost every night. They have some good movies on there. I got a new respect for Tubi. Let me see. Tricast say good night, y'all. Everybody, good night. Thank y'all so much for coming in. I appreciate y'all. If y'all need to catch the replay, because we talking weight over here. Like everything weight is over here right now. This channel is for my weight loss journey, and so that is what it's for. That's what I'm using it for. So, but I just want to do the weight rants. Where y'all want to do the weight rants, or we want to try to brainstorm some stuff that y'all have questions about. Trust and believe. I'm gonna give you what I know, or we just go on the live. We gonna ask ChatGPT GPT and we're going to get the answers. Like right then and there. We're going to figure it out because we done with this weight. We done with this weight. Okay? I see y'all later. Y'all have a great night.